What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. Let's dig in. We have some nice things here. Here we have Deloitte and DLT onwards, folks. Let's take a look, guys.
When you're moving from a T2 to a T1, it clearly requires an underlying changes of the supporting technology. Now, it doesn't look at the exchanges, but it looks at the process that supports around the exchanges. So how do you work around, between the capital markets players, the sell side, the buy side players, within existing processes today, the batch processes that will not be able to afford the timing, and how do you lean on a more automated technology? And that's where digital ledger technology will come into place with automated, instantaneous settlements or atomic settlement, helping those processes. However, it will require massive change to existing processes. Some of the businesses that we do today, like repo or cross-border that Richard was speaking about, will need to change to account for that, or the notion of netting. Now, going back to your question, John, will this happen within the next 5 years? Yes, I think it will require, and we'll speak about some of the items we're doing in this space, it will require what I call a private-public collaboration, where the industry will come and say, we are proposing to change those processes, to move to a T+1, and long-term to move to a T+0, or real-time gross settlement at that point. And when we do that, we will use this set of capabilities of technologies, clearly not selecting a single protocol technology, but giving those capabilities, and then engaging with the regulator to say, those are the potential changes that will need to be amended within existing regulatory regulations to allow us to move to that point. So that dialogue, John, will happen within the next 5 years.
Will happen within the next 5 years. So that's basically what he's talking about. He's talking about that we will move to real-time settlement within the next 5 years, right? And when you think about that, that's actually the grand plan of XRP. So think about it like this. XRP, like 4 years ago, actually, we were talking about CBDCs and everyone was calling us crazy, right? The XRP community and all the people that were talking about this were considered crazy. Now everything is actually happening. And now the next step, guys, is for XRP to be ready to be implemented. And he is saying that it will take some time, right? But of course, we are almost there. We have almost regulatory clarity where we can start seeing mass adoption. I am so ready to buy XRP at 25 cents. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that XRP will still go down and you'll get another chance to buy cheap? Or do you think that the last chance has gone? Remember, we are near Christmas. The main moon dates for now are 26, 27 December or 6, 7 January. Remember that very well. Get ready, guys, because it's really, really close. Okay, here we can see Mr. Poole dropping Basel III. The final Basel III rules for bank treatment of crypto have been released. On the whole, they are better, much better for custody. Summary. Here you can see Basel III crypto asset proposals. Group 1A, tokenized traditional assets. This is stable coins, and here we can see everything else in example crypto. So this is actually how the BIS wants to do this. They are talking about this as well in their paper. I showed that in a video of yesterday, where they want to back crypto with other assets, right? So you have to understand what is going on here, because it's very important how they want to actually back XRP with gold maybe. The institutions are still looking at this, and what will bring it all in, as said in past, will be regulation that we are in the middle of, right? Let's take a look.
And then people feel much safer to come in because the institutions are waiting. And I've had conversations throughout Rails Adventures in Crypto, both with hedge funds like Olaf Carlson-Wee, with Jeff Dorman. I've also had it with people like Urian Timmer. I've had it with Sandy Call. And everybody tells us the institutions are still looking at this space. So my guess, regulation and an upswing in prices, upswing in global liquidity, and they start coming in in a more meaningful way. There tend to be momentum chasers. Also, we saw similar after Madoff. Hedge funds are uninvestable, they're opaque, nobody knows what they're about, nobody's going to ever put money in them again. What happened? I think the hedge fund industry went up another 5x in assets under management. So that's what I'm expecting here. Regulation equals safety equals green light equals go. If that coincides with global liquidity, it creates fireworks. And the market has no short positions in. It has no real ability to short unless you want to use Binance, and nobody really wants to use Binance because everyone's a bit scared of who owns it, its opaqueness, even the audits. And so therefore you've got very few shorts and you've got a massive amount of money coming into the market. And stuff like ETH is deflationary the more volume there is. So the more volume there is, the less ETH's around, the more kind of reflexive in price it is. So I think we're setting up for a super interesting cycle. So I am been buying any money I can find. I'm throwing into crypto, literally in nothing else right now. I'm super focused.
Wow, that's a very, very interesting perspective, right? Because I am telling you guys, and I was telling this from the beginning, when you see this negative narrative going around crypto, that it's dangerous, the fear that is being instilled every day, and that they're calling everything a scam, that is exactly, guys, where you want to position yourself. These are the best times to be buying, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research, but this is the best time to be positioning yourself into these assets, because exactly like this guy is saying, who is shorting the market right now? Not many people. Who is actually selling stuff right now? Not many people, right? There is a large amount of money going to flow into the market very, very soon. And who do you think these people are? These are big institutions that know that the next cycle is going to start very, very soon. And maybe XRP will trigger that bull run with a win on the lawsuit. We are almost nearing an anniversary of 2 years, guys, in 3 days. The XRP community was telling others 4 or 5 years ago that the CBDCs were coming, but no one listened and told us that we were crazy. Now every puppet politician is talking about it, and we are only waiting for one more act, and that is the CBDCs on the XRPL. We were right? And this is exactly what I was talking about. So a lot of people call things conspiracies, but until things are really happening, and then they change turns, like BitBoy, for example. He was always against XRP. Then he saw that things were actually happening, and he changed very quickly, right? Something is still missing, but they will not say it out loud. Here you can see, guys. Even though Banque de France and HSBC run separate DLT infrastructures, they can be connected via bridging software that enables interoperable transactions and cross-network DLT consistency. The next sovereign partnerships Ripple announced will be rocket, right? It will fly. And it just keeps coming and coming, guys. We're running out of tarmac. We've got to pull up. Now, exactly what I was talking about, Jim Cramer pulling in that negative narrative around crypto, saying that no one takes XRP. He's absolutely mad and crazy. And this is just a narrative that they have to put out there to instill fear on the normal people who are still getting distracted by the matrix. The runaway for the crypto platforms that are not in compliance with US standards is very, very short. Please be careful, as I suspect a sweep is going to happen soon. It's been promised too many times not to be, right? So you can see the runway is very, very short. There's a hint in there. Remember this: Bank of China, XRP, stablecoin, Ripple, a commercial bank. Look at this, guys. Here we can see some interesting terms being used. Established powerhouse SWIFT. New competitors such as Ripple. Ripple needs to cooperate with SWIFT. Ripple needs to find the right position and form a differentiated advantage. Cross-border payment. Ripple and SWIFT promote each other and develop together. SWIFT constrained by its traditional system, right? Here we can all see that they're working together. And then there's this BIS public paper where you can see Bank of China links to the Enbridge case study. What is the Enbridge case study? If you zoom in here, you can see it's related to SWIFT and it's related to Ripple. So they are all interoperable at one point, guys. Goldman Sachs, look at that. HSBC, they're all here. They will all work together, guys, to make this happen. Make no mistake. a copycat XRP ledger tried by the large banks. Swift tried, but do you think a copycat XRP ledger has been tried by the large banks? Swift did attempt to do something like that. It was using Hyperledger IRC, but their main takeaway was this doesn't work without a public token. Now listen guys, very carefully. They have tried to make something like XRP. They have all failed and they cannot do it anymore. They have to accept right now that XRP is the way to move forward, to clear all this debt, and to actually release and unlock trillions of dollars. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.